Namaste. I am Swami Ramananda Giri Maharaj. I am director of the World Awareness Foundation and Bliss Now Yoga Society of Las Vegas. And I'm going to be reading from my best-selling book today, Bliss Now, the section on Bhakti Yoga, which is on page 82 for those of you who want to follow. You only need love. You don't need practice, was the words of Tatwala Baba of Rishikesh in the Himalayas. Bhakti Yoga is the yoga of love and devotion. In India, this manifests as your daily practice of expressing your devotion to God by caring for your deities, by offering worship with lamps, bells, water, flowers, fruits, and by singing bhajans or hymns to your gods and your gurus. In a Hindu home, one rises early in order to bathe properly, dress their best, and then tend to their deities, which in a bhakti home are bathed, oiled, perfumed, and dressed daily. Then the deities are fed, and they receive worship. All the food prepared in your home should first be offered to your deities before you eat it. That makes it consecrated food and holy prasadam. I want to read a quote now from Swami Shankarananda Giri, who is my initiating mentor Swami. If you eat only holy prasadam and consecrated foods, your life will be blessed beyond measure. All health problems will fall away, and you will live a long and healthy life. The rule here is to always remember God first. Awaken every morning to tend your deities. Make offerings of fruit and flowers. Sing praises to God, and offer your food to God and Guru before partaking. These acts will bless your life beyond measure. This is the beginning of bhakti and will lead you into the heart of love. And once again, that was a quote from Swami Shankarananda Giri. In the Himalayas, Swami Shankarananda and I traveled often to Gangotri, to the ashram there near the source of the Ganges. This ashram is completely based on Bhakti Yoga lifestyle. We awaken each morning at 4 a.m., take a cold plunge in the very cold Ganges, which is coming, of course, as snow-melted waters out of the Himalayas, looking up at the mountains, the morning snow, and the beautiful air of the morning in the Himalayas. Then after bathing, you dress in your finest clothes, with a warm chowder, and at that high elevation, mornings are always quite cold. And the crispness of the air invades your body during pranayama techniques. And I have to say, there was just a wonderful Himalayan purity everywhere. Imagine this. You stand at the doorway of the Shiva temple reciting your mantras or doing japa yoga. Suddenly, the doors come open, and there you start your day by seeing Lord Shiva shining and magnificently dressed in beautiful dhotis, covered with flowers. Bells are ringing, conchas are being sounded, and the lamps of many flames in ghee lamps are being waved. Everyone is singing the Shiva Chalisa. Everyone is reciting mantra. You watch this spectacle every morning, day after day, week after week, with the roar of the Ganges by the side of the temple, and your heart just completely fills up with bliss. Then you go to the Krishna temple, and you see the beautiful deities, washed, oiled, painted so beautifully. Sometimes in India, all the clothes of the deities are made completely of flowers. They stand there shining in their finest jewelry, smiling and dancing, bestowing love and compassion. The Spirit of God is dancing in your life from so much devotion. This is one of the things I was trying to emphasize in the book Bliss Now, was the importance of devotional yoga, which is called Bhakti Yoga. You know, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 18, verse 65, Man manara bhava, mad bhakto madhyaji, mad namaskura madavasyasya samsaya. So what Krishna is saying to us in Sanskrit, to Lord Arjuna and to all of humanity, is he's saying, come close to me, accept me as your teacher. You know, I came to earth, and I came to earth as God in human form. And if you express your devotion to me and come close to me, I promise you, at the close of this life, you will come to me. It's the one time in scriptures that we really have God speaking to us, just saying, you know, engage in devotional service. Come close to me. Accept me as your guru, your teacher, and I promise you at the end of this life, you will surely come to me. It's in this kind of spirit in India that the Sanatana Dharma, which is the Hindu religion, which stands for the eternal truth, that we practice such rigorous bhakti activities as getting up in the morning to greet the sun with the Gayatri mantram, Om Bhur Bhuva Svaha, Om Tat Sarvetur Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dio Yonaha Prachodayat. It's in that spirit we waken every morning, doing abhishekam to our deities, you know, washing them, cleaning them, putting beautiful clothes on them. This is all out of devotion. That sort of practice advances you so much spiritually, I cannot even begin to tell you how much bliss, how much ananda, how much just unabated joy will enter your life when you engage in this kind of devotion to God. I actually have some very special deities here with me, and these were deities that belonged to the mother of Sri Anandamoyi Ma, who we call Didi Ma. And these are South Indian deities of Lord Krishna and Radha. And you can see how beautifully they are dressed. These deities represent to us in the Hindu religion the Divine Mother and the Divine Father, Krishna and Radha. In actuality, Lord Krishna is Vishnu and Radha is Lakshmi in their eternal Leela that they have with one another. But out of their kindness and their mercy for human beings, they manifested upon this planet 5,000 years ago to show us the loving way of the Mother, the Divine Mother, and the Divine Father. And so in that spirit, in India, in the morning when I get up, I bathe these deities. We wash them in milk and yogurt and honey and sandalwood paste, rose water, and then we take them, we clean them, and we put them in these beautiful clothes that the Indian ladies in the small villages make, hand-sewn, all of these clothes for our deities, jewels, all other kinds of things we place on them. And for us, it's a way of taking care of God. And these particular deities are about 200 years old. They've had devotion shown to them every single day since they came into our ashram in the life of Didi Ma, and have been kindly passed on to me, blessed by Swami Bhakti. And I'm so happy that we keep them here at our ashram every day. What I'm trying to demonstrate to you is this is the concept of devotion. And if you really, really, truly want bliss now, the way that we bring bliss into our lives is by engaging in daily devotional service to our deities, chanting God's holy names, getting up, meditating, doing hatha yoga, singing. All of these beautiful various yogic practices will take us closer and closer to having a divine experience. And, as Krishna said, you know, if you engage in devotional practice, I promise you, you will come to me. That certainly is one of the most wonderful scriptures that I think has ever existed upon this planet. And it certainly gives us all hope that if we practice yoga and engage in these particular types of devotional services and practices, we can all dwell in Krishna Loka, in that heavenly state of bliss and consciousness. Namaste. Jai Ma. Om Shanti.